Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I've got a bit of an update. So I've been running my store page now on the website for about 3.5 years since the first sale came through. And then before that, I was selling directly person to person through things like Facebook when people would message me through email. It was a hell of a lot of work. The store has made it so much easier. But I realized in those 3+ years, I had not increased the prices on things like my sintered diamond burrs at all. And so it was starting to get pretty bad. Honestly, it's not the products that are getting more expensive, buying them from the factory, because I keep increasing the bulk orders, so the price actually keeps averaging to stay pretty stable. It seems to be shipping that's actually killing it. So I don't need to increase the prices much, and hopefully I don't need to increase them again for a while, because shipping has soared pretty rapidly in the last year. Hopefully that doesn't continue. So I have had to bump up the price on some of the items. Some of the more recent ones, like the resin burrs and stuff, I don't need to move those, they're still fine. It's more just the sintered diamond burrs that I've been selling for so long. I've had them at $90, I've moved them up to 100, so it's like a 10% increase. Powder's still the same. Of course, I've had to change the kit, so the kit's bumped up, but it's still the same amount of saving as buying everything individually. The increase in price is purely just factoring in the sintered diamond price. And then a few of the other little bits and pieces, like I've had to raise some things like $2, but a lot of things are staying the same, so $20. And I thought, because I'm increasing these prices now, I'd also activate a little bit of a coupon code for everybody. So if you're watching this on YouTube and it's within a couple of months of me increasing these prices, there is a 5% off store-wide code for all the YouTube people. So it'll just be YouTube5, all in lowercase, no space. Super easy, just punch that in before you do your checkout and you'll just wipe 5% off everything. That includes the price of the items that I haven't even increased anyway. Those ones are all still okay. And 5% off a $5 aluminium oxide dressing stick is not going to kill me at all. So yeah, unfortunately, just had to bump some of those up, mostly because of the amount of money it takes to get items from the factory to here in Australia. It's jumped up a lot. Still, I'm going to aim to be the cheapest out there, so get decent tools for the cheapest possible price and just get more people into the hobby. Whatever you want to cut and grind, it's pretty much going to be covered. Like, these tools they really barely even notice opal being such a soft stone, but you can be cutting much harder materials with sintered diamond burrs than opal. It's overkill. It's just that these electroplated burrs just don't last. So it's still worth upgrading just to have burrs that will last you absolutely forever, especially on opal. I mean, I'm still on my first set of the sintered diamond burrs, and I've been using these for, I don't know, it would have to be more than 5 years. I kind of forget how long I've been carving with them now. And yeah, I've done an update video after a few years of using them, and they're barely even changed. The shape on some of them that I use a lot have changed, mostly on these 80 grit ones, which is why I have the coarse 80 grits as well. If I wasn't also using these full-on coarse 80 grits, my assorted grit kit would also have worn those ones out, because I think even this one's starting to get a really good rounded edge. I use him all the time, and probably the same with some of these ones over here. And these guys here are just less bulby now, they're just getting a little bit more straight edged. But honestly, they've done thousands of pieces of boulder opal just rubbing back, and heaps of the stones that you don't see on the channel have already been hit with these, and I've either found that they've got something or that they don't, and then I just drop those stones and drop those recordings. So these are probably the hardest working burrs that I've got, and still they've gone 5 years no problem. In fact, the heads are wearing so slowly that it's actually the shaft, the shank of the burrs, that starts to wear a bit because of the amount of times you're clamping it in. And with my adjustable chucks, they're always like steel jawed, and it does bite in over time. You just got to make sure you got it in there not too tight, but tight enough that they don't slip, otherwise the slipping will also scrape away at the shaft. Really, it's this area that you have to look out for when it comes to the wear. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick update on that. I'm going to try to add a few more items. I've got to get these all up here individually, and I've got to get well, maybe I'll just call it the Pro Stone Carving Kit, and it'll just have all the tools that I normally use, including the cutting discs, the resin burrs, maybe drop out the sandpapers. Those sandpaper drums I don't use too much because of the resin burrs. Just my everyday kit. So yeah, YouTube5, if you want to claim a bit of a discount, I'll just run it for a couple months, and then I can turn it off after that. Heaps of you probably already have a lot of the tools that you need anyway though before the price increases. But just in case you missed, I just want to give everyone one last chance to get them at that reduced price. So yeah, feel free to swing by the store and send me a message while you're there. Good luck with your carving, and hopefully you find some gems right around the corner. Catch you guys.